there. So today I'm going to show you the adjustment menu in geometry to show you how quick and easy it is to get shapes that you have created to be specific measures or specific types of shapes or different types of line. It's really quick and easy. It helps students discover stuff very quickly. So what you want to do is obviously open a geometry window. So I'm going to go to my icon and here's my geometry window. And I'm going to just draw a couple things. I'm going to actually expand my window just a little bit so we have lots of room to play here. So I'm going to just, using my, notice the default again is draw. I'm just going to draw a couple shapes on here. So let's just make, I don't know, a polygon of some sort and then a couple of lines. Maybe I want to make an angle of some sort. And I'm going to just kind of go through the different ways that you can explore this adjustment feature. So once I have some things on here, and I could have been in the middle of an activity and then I want to adjust it, but when I hit this select button, you'll notice I have got my types of things I can do. I can measure objects, I can construct objects, but adjustment's kind of new. So here's some things that can be adjusted. So length of something can be adjusted. Congruent, we can make something that is not congruent become congruent. We can make segments, lines, whatever appear parallel. We can make them become perpendicular. We can adjust an angle to be a specific angle measurement, and we can make a regular polygon be, a polygon I've drawn be regular. So let's see what that looks like. Let's actually select one of our objects. So I'm in my selection tool, and let's maybe zoom in here a little so I don't have to keep scrolling up. There we go. I'm just going to make them a little easier. Let's just go through the different adjustments. So regular polygon, I have to have a polygon, so I'm going to select it. And the minute you select something, the adjust menu gives you two options. I could make it be congruent or regular. So if I hit regular, notice it takes that six-sided random object that I drew and makes it a regular polygon. And now I can move it around, measure angles, all those types of things. Had I already measured an angle when I made it regular, it would have made it to that regular six-sided measurement. So that's a really nice way for kids to see the difference between a regular polygon and a just generic polygon and a regular polygon. Now, right now, our features don't lock, but we are going to be working on once you've adjusted something, if you wanted to stay that. So if I wanted this shape to constantly if I wanted it to stay regular, I could lock it at this point. Right now we haven't got that feature, but that's going to be coming. So that's how you do with regular polygons. Let's say let's draw another shape up here. Let's just draw another shape and show you what the adjust menu does. So we already did regular polygon. If I hit regular right now, that triangle would become a equilateral triangle, but let's do congruent and see what happens. And so it makes it be an isosceles triangle, right? So these are not necessarily congruent. Not everything is congruent. So those are adjustments for polygons. Let's look at some of the other things. Let's say I have a segment. Let's just make this one. I can adjust a segment to be a specific length. So that's how the adjust works with segments. So if I were to click it, you'll see that now I can change this measure to be something very specific, right? So maybe I wanted it to be, I don't know, let's make it 10 instead. So when I hit enter, that is now a 10, right? So you can adjust things. This is nice if you're working with four-sided shapes and you want both sides to be, two sides to be 10 and the other sides to be 12, you could adjust it. Again, right now you can't lock these numbers. If I were to move this shape now, I can change it, but I could go back to locking it. But we can adjust it to be a very specific length for lines. How about if I want to, let's see what happens if I select an angle. What can I do here? So if I select an angle, I can make it be a specific angle. So let's make this be a 90-degree angle. How about that? So now that is a 90-degree angle. Notice how I put in that nice right angle right there. And again, I eventually will be able to lock. Right now you can't. How about if we're just working with segments and stuff? So let's kind of make these two be intersecting. And if I select these two segments or lines, it doesn't have to be segments. It could be lines, but right now I have segments. I can make them be the same length. Or I can make them, I select them again, I can make them be parallel to each other, so it automatically makes them parallel, and as I move them, they stay parallel. So that's nice because I don't have to do any construction. I can just make it happen. I could also make them be, let's select them again, and I could make them be perpendicular to each other. So now they're perpendicular. So there's a lot of very quick, easy adjustments you can make that let you then go on and start exploring based on what that means. So the adjustment feature is really nice. It's quick, easy adjustments to be specific things, parallel, perpendicular, specific angle measures, specific lengths, regular polygons, which makes exploring with students very quick and easy. And eventually these adjustments will be able to be locked if that's what you want. So if you change something to, say, a regular polygon, you can actually lock it to be that way. We don't have to go into how to construct them. You can just draw them, adjust them, and lock them. So that's things to look forward to. So that's the adjustment. Have fun playing with it. Be sure to check our YouTube out. We have lots of how-tos there. And follow us and like us on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks.